The Center for Learning Resources is actually one of the best, if not actually the best in Nigeria, the best academic library in Nigeria and Africa. In 2015, the then president of Nigerian Library Association visited this library, and he granted an interview which was recorded in Punch, where he said the Center for Learning Resources is actually the best academic library in Nigeria and Africa. One thing that makes us unique, one, the library is fully automated. All our operations, our routine activities are all automated. And so you can access the Center for Learning Resources records from anywhere in the world where there's internet access. You just go on the net, click on Covenant University website, you see the library there, click on the library, and then you have the web pack. Go there to the web pack. That's why we call it web pack, because it is web-based. Other places they will say OPAC, online public access catalog, but ours is web-based, and I think ours should be the only catalog you'll find on the web in Nigeria. And then when you come to the center itself, the infrastructures, the facilities that we have on ground, the building alone is intimidating. And then when you get in, you find sections that you will never find anywhere else. One of those is the escapist reading. And it is so called because the library usually is the shush environment where they say no noise. But the modern library, the 21st century library, which Center for Learning Resources represents, is not the shush library in quotes. And so you have that escapist reading where you escape from the conventional mode of shush reading to relax, and then you are also learning while relaxing. Okay, so that is why we have that escapist reading. Another place we have that is unique to Center for Learning Resources is the SLD, the Spiritual and Leadership Development Center, a section of the library. There we have spiritual books, we have books on leadership to help our students and our users develop also spiritually and leadership wise. That the brain behind it is the chancellor, the proprietor of Covenant University. He felt that the problem of Africa is leadership, and leadership that is not focused on spirituality would not make any success. On the World Read Aloud Day, February 3rd, we had it this year on the 3rd, we went out. It's what we've always done for the past 5 years. We go out to secondary, primary schools. We give them materials, and then if it's on a read aloud day, we read aloud to pupils in primary 1, then the kindergarten, and the purpose for doing that is to encourage them to read. We are looking at expounding to the left wing of the library, and what we want to have there, we want to really become the 21st century library in Nigeria and in Africa. In those libraries, you have sections or rooms where students come in and they want to discuss. In fact, we have begun to experience that already. If you go down in the evenings, you see our students, they just gather at, you find pockets of gathering. They want to learn in group. And so what we are striving to achieve on that other wing is to have a discussion room that will be soundproofed, and then we want to have a thinking room. You can call it an incubation room. Students can come out with a project. They just want to put heads together. They want to practice what they are thinking. They can get into that maker space and begin to put things together. They can get into that space and begin to develop some databases for some purposes in that place. There, they will not be disturbing anybody because the place would have been designed for that purpose. We have a policy in Covenant University Library to acquire resources in 2 phases every session. And so like 2021 section now, we would acquire phase 1 first semester, and at the end of that we have begun to generate lists, because the users are the ones who select. As we speak now, we have sent out the list for the second phase. Okay, so that happens year after year, building upon what we have on ground. We'll try as much as possible not to have any gap in acquiring, learning resources for the library.